and it may hurt a lot of the big banks that are shorting, and it will drive the price up. But J.P. Morgan's only $3 billion, in for this, and they'll find ways of covering it. What's your view of Max Keiser's plan?
Absolutely terrific. Psychological warfare. It's not the fact they're going to get stuffed financially, $3 billion or whatever it is. And again, I shouldn't play that down. Max has stuck his neck out, like very few people have, over a number of years, and said, let's do this. And I think it's a great idea. Maybe it's only $5 billion, whatever it is. We're giving them nightmares.
All right, stay there. Let's come back and talk about that on the other side. Absolutely. It reveals the fraud. We'll get into the Chinese, what they're doing with gold, and a lot more. Stay with us.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship, body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hi, this is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about the delicious, easy-to-fix, and very storable foods from eFoodsDirect.com. I've told you for years that eFoods Direct has the best storable food on the planet. Now it's that time of year again, and their holiday special is here. They have 2 holiday price packs for you to put into your reserves for a secure future or to share with others. The first is a 6-month bulk supply in 10 cans, and the second is a 5-week supply of quick and easy-to-fix meals, including delicious bakery items shipped in heavy tote bags. Now, for a limited time, when you order 2 or more of these special holiday packs, you'll get free shipping on your entire order. Call now, 800-409-5633, or visit them at efoodsdirect.com/Alex. That's 800-409-5633, or efoodsdirect.com/Alex. Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
If you ever needed to know that John Boehner, who doesn't have to go through the TSA...
From Austin, Texas, broadcasting worldwide, it's Alex Jones.
I rarely get so mad that I talk over the liner. I'm so enraged by what I just confirmed over the break from Bloomberg Business Week that I can hardly talk. If anybody ever wanted to know that Boehner, and I don't know why he's ashamed of his real name, Boner. I don't know. I mean, that's how it's pronounced. It's German. It's Boner. I don't know why Boehner is getting away with what he does, but he's out there lying about the unemployment. He's a globalist. He's a Newt Gingrich protege, and nobody should be surprised by the fact that he gets to go around the TSA naked body scanners. Well, here's Bloomberg Business Week. It says Boehner's doing everything he can, told Bloomberg, to prevent Ron Paul from becoming chairman of the House Banking Committee. And it's seniority. Ron Paul is supposed to be the chairman. Hey, how about we cause a move to get Ron Paul to be the new Speaker of the House instead of Boehner, a.k.a. Boner. I mean, this is what needs to be done. So this is new breaking news on this front. We'll get a link to that up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. We'll also get that video up where the 70-something-year-old guy who lives on Family Farm is being kicked off by the city that's annexed it, saying he's not allowed to basically have a farm in the city. They're getting rid of grandfathering rules all over the country. I mean, this government's just completely criminal. We're going to get that up. I'm going to go into the economy with Bob Chapman here in a moment. But folks, listeners, you are so awesome. You're the reason we're having such a big effect. Sure, I put the hours in, do the work, bring on the guests that I respect who've really been accurate in the past and who have a good understanding of how the world really works. But it's you, the listeners, that carry the ball down the field. And normally, in the last 6 months since we've been doing Google bombs, I only do it like once a week or so. But we've been doing it a lot this week because Google's censoring us so much. And we need to put light on the fact that they're censoring Jesse Ventura's TV show. And that'd be a great search term, but since the article doesn't say censoring the TV show, we need to use something out of the headline so that millions of other people will end up reading this and learning about it and putting pressure on it. It's also important to contact True TV online, or I guess next week I can give you their phone number to try to get that episode back on, dealing with the FEMA camps and the fusion centers, spying on the American people. But let's make Ventura Show the #1 search term. You've got to use something rare, or it'll get mixed in with a bunch of other articles that have similar headlines. Ventura Show, FEMA. 3 words. Ventura Show, FEMA. So 3 words, or 2 words and an abbreviation. But Ventura Show, FEMA. Ventura Show, FEMA. Ventura Show, FEMA. Let's make that the #1 term. The few times we haven't gotten the #1 search, we've gotten like number 2 or 3, is when I've done it at the end of the show. But I know we have a huge audience. Everybody puts it in Google over and over again in about 3 hours. It'll be #1. Ventura Show, FEMA. That's unique enough that it'll take them to Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. And in other sites, since we're blocked by Google, you just copy the article, and then you'll get the traffic, which is great. I just want the information to get out. Ventura Show, FEMA, since Google's blocked us on Google News. Ventura Show, FEMA. Ventura Show, FEMA. That's the #1 search term. And let's do this, too. Let's hit them with another torpedo. Let's fight even harder. Resistance is victory. Never giving in, never giving up. Feminizing uranium. I think folks need to read this article and know about the show coming up tonight, that they're putting feminizing uranium, and it's also very poisonous and toxic, in your water out of the phosphate mines. Feminizing uranium. Those are the 2 search terms. Ventura Show, FEMA is #1. #2, feminizing uranium. It's up to you. It's your mission if you choose to accept it. Bob Chapman, what do you think of that idea?
I think it's terrific, and I think you should evolve for the next one by going after a Boner and his pressure that he's under from the bankers and Wall Street not to give Ron Paul his assignment on the committee as chairman. And I think people should let him know that the next time he runs, there'll be 100,000 people or more in his district campaigning against him.
I tell you what, I'll get a blurb up by Paul Watson right now, and the headline will be John Boehner scams for Federal Reserve. And let's just have another search term. John Boehner scam. How do you spell Boner? Let me give it to you right here. John Boehner scam, but he pronounces it Boehner, which I've talked to Germans and looked it up. It is Boner. Nothing wrong with having the name Boner, but he tells everybody, you know, it's Boehner. So John Boehner scam. Let's just do it right now. Just John Boehner scam. And then get me Watson. If he's out, we'll get Steve Watson or Aaron Dykes or Kurt Nimmo on the horn, and then we'll write about this. John Boehner scam. And then have the subheadline that he's moving to to run a scam because Ron Paul's supposed to get the spot. That he's shilling for the central banks and just blurb it. So John Boehner scam. Everybody else can write your own articles about it. John Boehner scam in the headline. You'll get the traffic. I just want to beat these people. I can care less about the traffic. Better you have it. More targets for the globals try to go after. They can't get everybody. So John Boehner scam. And Boehner is spelled B-O-E-H-N-E-R. B-O-E-H-N-E-R. John Boehner scam. Okay, Bob, a good idea there.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, boy.
Well, incidentally, I have a piece on Jesse and Bona in my publication tomorrow, so it'll be there, but if you put something out, I'll have it in there as well. But, we got to pursue these people. We have to make life miserable for them. We have to tell them, look, if you go do this, you're not going to be around next term.
In fact,
it's going to be over.
Guys, will you get me a Boehner's phone number at his congressional phone number, both in the district in Michigan and there in the District of Criminals? It's just online. Thank you. But go ahead, Bob. I'm sorry. We're going to give out Boehner's phone number.
That's great. A wonderful way to start. And just let them know, hey, you got to run again. Sure, you just get reelected, but 2 years comes real fast, and you're not going to be back. And we'll make sure of that.
Well, he's the lieutenant of Newt Gingrich.
To the bankers or cede to the constituents.
Well, I mean, we all know Boehner is a minion of Gingrich, an anti-gun, pro-open border, pro-carbon tax, piece of globalist trash who writes books calling for world government.
That's right.
Well, Boehner...
He's been that way for a long time.
It's time, folks, if we let the Republicans, because we're so happy, they're patriots, get in there and stick it to us, then Boehner's going to have his way with us. So it is very, very important to stand up against these people. We have John Boehner's phone number. I hate having to use his false name, but people know him as Boehner. John Boehner's phone number, 202-225-6205, 202-225-6205. And tell him that Ron Paul must chair the House Monetary Policy Subcommittee or Republicans will pay the price. Wow, now they're even debating him even being on the subcommittee. I thought he was going to be the banking chair. This is disgusting. I mean, next will Boehner say Ron Paul's not even allowed to be in the Congress, even though he wins all the Republican straw polls, Bob Chapman?
Well, that's what they would like, and of course I know that's not going to happen. But they're going to try to isolate him. This is an isolation process. And if we don't go to bat for Ron Paul, they're going to get away with it. And we don't want that to happen. I mean, look what they've done to our economy. This is Wall Street and banking. They destroyed the American dream. We've lost 8.5 million jobs, 42,000 corporations, through free trade, globalization, offshoring, and outsourcing. It's been the very genesis of the destruction.
The transfer of power.
Particularly the manufacturing sector.
The transfer of power to them, and now small businesses won't be able to get government contracts openly. I mean, these people are just out of control. Here's Boehner's fax number, 202-225-0704. It's time to Tea Party him every time he shows up in his district. That Newt Gingrich globalist slime bag. Make it number one, folks. John Boehner scam. John Boehner scam. Newt Gingrich globalist trash. Let me give you his Butler County office. This doesn't make any sense because I know, unless I'm going crazy, Boehner's out of Michigan, isn't he? Because this has got him out of Ohio. If he's from Ohio, oh, that's right, he's from Michigan. I know that. I got so many facts in my brain, I can't remember them all anymore. Okay, here's his Westchester, Ohio address, 513-779-5400, 513-779-5400, 513-779-5400 is his field office. His Miami County office is 937-339-1524, and his D.C. District of Criminal Slimebag Nest is 202-225-6205. I tell you, folks, this is unbelievable. Bob Chapman, more comments on this front?
I think we're seeing an argument going on between the Europeans and the United States as to how to handle the endemic problems among the banking community and the